Bonjour, bonsoir. This is JCB Live with the fantastic Donnell who's been tanning on a desert island for 1 month.
Right.
She's back to cozy up with JCB. Isn't it nice winter vibes?
Always.
Well, dear friends, we're going to do that the entire month of January because this fabulous wine has a word in it now, a number, 21. This is magic. And we won't. Are you backing up?
I always
Are you scared? Julia's gonna catch it in her mouth. Look at that. Woo! She got it. Not really. It did her forehead, but it's made out of steel, so it just came back. You see, the cork is here. Yeah! So, in any case, how was your Christmas?
Charles, it was amazing. How was
so
yours?
nice to see you back. Donnell is back. She was on the nude beach for 2.5 weeks, and she was delighted to tell me as she returned a few days ago, there's no swimming suit marks. So maybe we'll know which island she went to, but it's somewhere in the Tahiti region. So we'll know more, but dear friends, cheers, cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
So,
we're gonna do a couple of fun winter cocktails. One of them being warm to warm you up, cozy up. And the other one is a nice spritz style of cocktail. And what I did was I walked around the property and went through the garden, talked a lot to Joe the gardener, who's amazing, and figured out what would be great to make some cocktails with some winter herbs and some citrus.
Such a great idea.
I'm running out of ideas, actually.
You just walk the garden and suddenly the ideas come up. So I just wanted to tell you, as I'm sure many of our friends with us, I've done so many of your cocktails at Christmas and New Year's. Now I've learned 8 new cocktails thanks to you. Perfect. And this amazing, is it what I'm thinking it is?
That's fresh pressed apple juice.
Okay. But the other that you had us do?
Which one?
Well,
there's been so many.
The one with sugar cane and syrup.
Oh, the simple syrup.
Unbelievable. And I've used that every time between Christmas and New Year. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. I think we've talked a lot about simple syrup actually, and I made a simple syrup today, and you can see the color of it. And this is, tell me what you think it is.
There's a little ginger.
No, that's over there that you're smelling.
Did I lose my sense of smell?
That's the next cocktail.
It smells like sunscreen from the Bahamas. Maybe
it's rosemary.
From Tahiti. It's rosemary. Here we are. I got it.
It's rosemary. Okay, so I did
and isn't it what it is?
It's rosemary. So we're going to do pomegranate juice and rosemary simple syrup, JCB Vodka. And I did some charred lemons. And I charred them. It caramelizes the sugar in them, and it gives it a little bit of a different flavor, which you'll see.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you find the pomegranate in the orchard here?
Yeah, I did.
That's amazing. So you cut them in half, and you carved inside, right?
Well, you can't really carve inside. So there's 2 different methods.
Yes.
The method that I used was you cut it. And you cut it you slit it down 4 sides.
That's right.
And then you bust it open and you whack it really hard with the back of a spoon.
Ooh.
And the seeds just
violent.
fall out. I gotta get my aggression out somehow.
I say that because I tried during the holidays as well, and my hands were red for like 2 days, and you thought it was paint. So rich it is as a color and density. It's not easy to manage. Huh?
No, they're kind of difficult. And making the pomegranate juice is not as hard as it seems. I used about 2 cups of pomegranate seeds.
Yes.
Put it in a blender. You blend it. You pulse it. You don't blend it because you'll get the seeds in there. You pulse it just until the juice starts to come out, and then you're done. You put it in a cheesecloth in a strainer, and the juice goes through, and then you can use like the back of a spoon, and you kind of go around the seeds a bit, and it pushes everything through all the juice.
Is it the same thing you use to whack the pomegranate?
It was the bottom of it.
So
yes.
violence and softness. I like this dialogue.
So this is a really delicious drink. So we're going to do 2 ounces of the JCB vodka.
If you do remember, made from wine, grapes, Burgundy, Chardonnay, Pinot, 7-time distilled,
best.
5-time filtered. God, I love that smell. The
do
bouquet is incredible. It's very neutral, but at the same time, it has that richness and density that really attracts you, appeals you, seduces you.
Then we're gonna do 2 ounces of the pomegranate juice.
Wow, look at that color. Gorgeous, huh? Looks like a red wine.
Almost. We're gonna do about 1.5 ounces, and you could do 2 ounces of the simple syrup if you like it a little sweeter. And then we are going to squeeze I'll pick a nice charred one. Just put it in our little squeezer so we don't get any, whoops, that's the wrong
side. The other way
side.
around, yes.
Still thinking about my Tahitian vacation.
That's it. You see, when you go there, you never come back the same.
Squeeze the charred lemon in.
And the chard brings that caramelized.
It caramelizes the sugar. It was, yeah. So
I'm going to love this one. I know it.
I know you are. We're gonna
A little
put some
ice. And of course, the magical JCB 21.
And we're gonna do the JCB 21. You can also do like a club soda or soda water, but we here like to do JCB 21.
Well,
with the vodka, it makes it really, really
it just
special.
occurred to me that it's almost the same blend, the two different techniques. Here we make méthode champenoise, so it's 16 months fermentation in the bottle. And here, it's 7-time distillation, the Chardonnay Pinot as well. So it's interesting, it's the same grapes having a different outcome. That's why we all look good, but we're different people. Oof, that was profound.
That was profound.
Oh yeah, I'm getting deep in 2021.
So we'll put some of the pomegranate, they call them arils.
Ah, why is that?
That's just what this sounds maybe fancier than seeds.
Oh.
And a little sprig of rosemary.
Now
and the color is beautiful.
I've been waiting for months, waiting for Donnell to return.
Try it out.
That's beautiful. If you don't mind, because it's going to go in my nostrils. We don't want that to happen.
Good sign.
Adore it. Simply adore it. And which I love, Donnell. You've tamed down a little bit the simple syrup, because typically you're very generous with sugar.
Well, I like things a little sweeter.
Dear friends, fantastic, a must recipe. And now I can taste.
Can you taste the difference?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
the little caramel.
Just caramelizes it a bit and added a little.
Love it.
Little different flavor to it. Okay, switch sides with me.
Okay, we're switching side, whatever that means.
So we're going to use the JCB Gin.
So, Chardonnay Pinot, same base as the vodka, 7-time distilled, 5 times filtered, and then infused with juniper for close to 60 days, and then all the organic and biodynamic plants. So this is one of the amazing concoction of the ultimate alchemist. This is the gin everybody should have. And I suggested it last year, everybody must have. Because during the holidays, I turned a lot of friends of mine onto it, and they are absolutely in love with it. So this is the gin you need to have. And I love the idea of ginger, fresh oranges, lemon from the garden, a little bit of ginger, already pre-prepared, apple from the tree.
Yes.
Oh.
So we're gonna do a mulled apple gin cocktail. So we'll do something nice and warm for you to drink by the fire. We're gonna start with an orange, and we're actually gonna use...
I'm gonna do that, because I want to drink more of it meanwhile you're preparing.
We're gonna use the orange peel, not the whole orange. So we're gonna peel the orange.
Okay.
And we're gonna put it in a pot.
Oh, actually, you're gonna cook it.
Yeah, we're gonna cook it. We're gonna simmer it so that all of the flavors incorporate into each other and into the apple.
So important, again, we were talking a few days ago with our very good friend Jennifer Reiser about using everything from the environment. You know, from the peel to everything else. Think twice always when you prepare anything in your house. Besides the composting line, which you could put outside specifically in certain cities like San Francisco, which is very convenient, try to reuse a lot of the things we do. At Christmas, as a child, there's a famous cookie that I've done since the age of 2. You've tasted it.
I have.
Croque en vol. You croque, so it's very simple. Butter, flour, sugar. So fabulous start.
Right.
And then, of course, a pinch of salt. And then you do little cubes of the orange. And then you prepare it, you cook it, and it makes a beautiful sablé, a great cookie that you could have with a cocktail, and it has that zest of orange. So I really think when we cook, there's always another use for everything instead of just always disposing. Let's always think of reusing.
So we'll reuse this as a garnish on our cocktail. So we did the peel of the orange, the peel of the lemon. We're gonna put only a small cinnamon stick because I know how you want cinnamon. We're gonna do I grated some fresh ginger. So we'll do a sprinkle of ginger. And then you're gonna put 1 liter of the apple juice in here.
The whole thing?
Well, yeah, 1 liter, right?
Very cool.
So then you're going to simmer it for about 15 minutes to infuse all the flavors together.
That's a little more than 1 liter, but that's okay.
It is?
No.
I was going to say, you know how specific I am with measuring. It was exactly 1 liter.
Just wanted to challenge Donnell. You know, should you go to an island, your sense of measurements, dimension is off a little bit, no?
So I also have fresh honeycomb from our beehives here that Joe brought me. Yes, we're going to
Can I try a little bit of it? The meaning of the bees, dear friends, over 75% of pollination happening in agricultural land depends on those phenomenal, beautiful bees. So you know, there's over 35,000 of them in a beehive. They're very important. They all have a specific function. And when you think about Mother Nature and the Earth, 8 billion of us all have a specific function too. So let's all believe that this year will be fantastic for all of us. Like in the beehive, we all have something to do that contributes to the world, right, Donnell?
That's right.
And Donnell, it's about providing pleasure and excitement and dreams.
Simmer it for 15 minutes and then use a nice strainer, strain everything out. And then you have this beautiful mulled apple juice.
If I stay like this, it's going to make my skin beautiful. It's like inhalation. We should sell it as an inhaler.
I think we should. So I put 2 ounces of the JCB Gin in a mug, and then we're just going to put that in.
Wow, this is actually a very cool recipe.
It is. And then we can...
Is that leopard, Donnell? I just wanted to... Oh,
yes.
Good. I was just looking at her tan line, and it's... Some people are very envious since your return, you know? I'm glad to see you back.
Okay, so there's your orange, there's your garnish, since we want to reuse everything.
Emotional, I'm melting.
Okay, now we're at the true test.
Yes, am I going for it?
You're going for it. It's hot, so be careful.
Wow. The alchemy, again, of the gin, the orange, the apple, the ginger comes out, and the honey
the ginger
brings the volume to it. It's phenomenal. And it seems that it's a healing drink as well. If you have
especially after 2 or 3.
Oh, it's clearing my throat and my chest all the way down. Look at that. Woo! Well, Donnell, it's so good to have you back.
Nice to be here.
Did you meet some interesting natives from the islands?
No.
But it was exciting.
I wanted to bring one home in my suitcase.
Oh, really? I heard he's in the mail. I think we have a package being delivered next week. It's a mail
order man. Perfect.
Well, Donnell, thank you so much.
Cheers.
Welcome back to Civilization.
Thank you.
Dear friends, don't forget, use those beautiful JCB spirits to create some of the most flamboyant, exciting, and to the season, the cocktails of the gardens. Cheers.
Cheers.